Hello, Saggies. So this is going to be for the month of July, um, going into August. I hear that you are a living testimony. Um, Basically, like your story is deep. You could have been through some changes. And I also hear there's some changes on the horizon for you. Um, and I hear a winning streak. So you're about to, I hear a winning streak when it comes to your pentacles. So this has to do with your finances, and you will be relieved. So if it's like, if you have any issues around your finances, or you're worrying, or any struggles around your finances, you'll be relieved. Like financial reward is coming your way. It's like your hard work and your due diligence is starting to pay off. You're going to see the number 444 a lot, meaning that all is well. You'll also see 1111, because lots of you are going through the ascension process. I just keep hearing like experiencing consecutive wins. The season that you're embarking on, it's going to blow your mind. Spirit is basically like you've been stuck in a very repetitive cycle, and you have broke free. You broke free. And it's like in this new dimension that you will be entering in, like going through a transformation, it won't be so difficult for you. You won't suffer the way you did. It's going to be lots of peace. A lot of you are sensitive to sound because you're going through this ascension. So, or I hear like earplugs. Some of you wear earplugs because you can't take loud noises. And I hear flu-like symptoms. So some of you guys are having the flu-like symptoms, but what's really happening is that you are ascending to a higher level. And I keep hearing it again. It's like you had a repetitive toxic cycle that made you harbor a lot of pain. A lot of people who been envious of you, and that's why I said like you're a living testimony. They don't even know all that you have been through. They don't know all the suffering and all the losses that you experienced. So let me tell you, you know what this feels like? People just want the outcome. People just want the fruits, but they don't want to put in the labor. And with you Sagittariuses, you put that work in, and I hear a round of applause. It's like you've reached your peak. Yeah, this is definitely an ascension. And I hear like time travel. So you have like your awareness is more heightened. So if you meditate, you'll notice that when you meditate, you it feels like you're on a whole nother planet. Something to do with the realms and you being able to like go deeper with meditation. It's very important for you to sit. It's very important for you to sit and reflect on all that you've been through. Like for you to celebrate yourself. Let me see. This is beautiful. You and your loved ones are safe. It's like even through this period of coronavirus, or if any of you are, I hear like traveling. I hear traveling plans. And for you, you might have to end up extending your stay, but you will be safe. And there's going to be a safe landing if you travel. And I did say that conclusions are in reach. It's like you ended a whole cycle. Some of you could be travel agents, and I hear like great reviews. Okay. So let's see. Let's dive in a little bit deeper. If you had to leave someone behind, because basically now that you are ascending, your energy is not going to resonate with a lot of people. So this is why you keep going through losses, because as you ascend, there are people who are no longer aligned with you. So they keep falling out of your life, and it's not coincidental. Like, this is your soul's path. So it's basically like, honor your soul's path. Whatever comes, let it come. Whatever go, let it go. You have to understand that your path is, Spirit is saying, very unique in comparison to others. But I just keep hearing like a winning streak. You're going to start to feel more calmer than you've ever had before. Things that used to bother you or interrupt your emotional state of being, it's not going to be that way anymore. Your bounce back is going to be way more quicker than you ever had. Okay. Diet. A lot of you are changing your diets. Some of you are going to be moving. And I hear like you're keeping your eyes on the prize. So you could be very, very focused right now. And there's someone who's eager to see you. There's someone who's eager to see you. Let me see. Yeah. So many of you could be trapped in fear about recognition and reward. Like, with all that you work so hard for all that you want, like, will it happen? And Spirit is saying it is happening already. And I think this is, Spirit says for you to stop and smell the roses. You don't realize of all that's happening because you're fixated on one thing. And I hear similar experiences. Oh, so you're fixated on your losses because all the experiences, they could have been similar in nature. So you could be fearing, well, what is to come? Because of this vicious cycle. This makes sense now. This is why they're saying conclusions are in reach. So if you've had a really, I hear toxic, like if you were stuck in a toxic time, like your heart is being repaired. And Spirit is saying, like, if it wasn't for you meeting these people and for them to help you transmute your shadow side, you wouldn't even be where you are right now. So it's basically like the partners that you had in the past, they were there for a reason. They put you on this soul journey so that you can reclaim your authentic self. And I keep hearing it like stepping into a higher dimension. So the pain wasn't in vain. It wasn't in vain. Like everything is aligning just as it is supposed to, according to the will that you have on your soul's path. This is your soul's path. So it's basically like, honor your soul's path. Everything is unfolding as it should. And you're very unique. There's something about you that's very unique. If you feel like, you're not getting your needs met out of certain people, it's only because like they don't have the capacity to love you the way that you need to. And it's only because, how can I explain this? There's someone out there for you specifically, right? There's someone out there for you. You had to ascend really high. So now that you're in a state of love, I hear free flow. Like you're going to enter into a state of like free flow, like give and take. Like the love won't be so difficult because you learn so much. And you're going to take your lessons with you into this new cycle. Some of you are worrying too much. And of course you'll worry because if you've never experienced it, then you don't know what to experience. And if you're used to a certain, repetitive cycle, of course, you're going to expect that this is going to happen again. But this experience will be very different because you transmuted a lot of wounds. You healed so much. You've healed a lot of people too. Some of you guys are a healer. I hear therapy. I hear musicians. Some of you love to play music. Okay. So let's see. This is the past. Let's see what's in the past. See? Spiritual strength. Like in the past, it's like spiritual strength. Like you regaining. Let me see. Yeah. It took you some time to get here. And this is what I'm saying. Like you have arrived. So if you couldn't bring someone into this new season with you, it's because they weren't meant to come. Right? So you probably had a lot of flesh relationships. That means they were good for your flesh, but they weren't nurturing your soul. And this is why you kept bumping heads with people. You needed a soul experience, and people weren't on the same journey as you. So they couldn't fulfill your soul because they weren't soulful yet. They weren't whole within themselves yet. And neither were you. It's like they were basically pushing you into this wholeness. And now with this wholeness, you'll be able to have a soul experience because you are whole within yourself. Very, very independent. Yep. And because of what you went through now, you, this is the past energy. You're cautious. This person is cautious, like not really trusting of others, like guarding their heart, being reserved. I hear even with your spending, you've been saving up a lot, not trying to spend your money. You're way more aware and cautious of what you put your energy into. So you're not that trusting. This person looks like they looking out. Like, I don't really know if I can trust this. I don't know if I should. You're probably overly cautious, or now you overanalyze a lot because of all that you've been through. So I hear like a wary spirit. Your spirit seems a little bit wary when it comes to others and allowing people into your face, your space. Like you're a little bit more guarded and self-protecting. All right. So this is in the past. And in the past too, it's like you keep reflecting. So you're thinking about all that you've been through and all that you have overcome. But it's causing you to become more wary and cautious than ever before. And people gravitate to your energy because you're light, and a lot of the world needs healing. So that's why you could attract a lot of damaged people. But little do you know, when you attract a damaged person and you're with them, once you are able to get out of that cycle, it's like it heals a part of you, and this is why you go on. Like whatever is broken with them and them, it literally triggers the broken part within you. And then what you do with this spiritual strength that you have is you transmute it. And then once you transmute it, the lesson is complete. And then this is how you move on. This is the cycle that you've been going through. So this is what I'm trying to say. It's like you're fearful, but the truth is you have arrived. Like everything is happening according to God's perfect will over your life. But I hear like confused. Let me go deeper. I'm just trying to see what you're confused about. So this is current. Let's see currently. Oh, I just said it. Currently, things are shooting forward for you. Do any of you get spirit animals? Like when you meditate, do any of you get spirit animals, or do you see animals in your vision? Because if you do, I get spirit animals in my meditation, or right before I'm about to go to sleep. When I close my eyes, I see an animal I don't know if any of you have that spiritual gift as well, but if you do, if you look up the meaning of the spirit animal, you will see that that animal it symbolizes like them helping you get through that part of your life. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, a lot of you Sagittarius are on a very spiritual journey according to your specific gift. That's what I heard, like your specific gift. So whatever you went through, you're going to turn your pain into a gain. It's like your pain served the purpose for you to heal others. So you could be a healer because what you went through, you can teach so many other people. And it's like you're a light worker. You might see the number 9. You might see 9/11 a lot. Okay, so you're moving forward. This shows like yeah, I knew it. Like things are about to move, like coming fast for you. I hear a social network event. This can be online, or you could just be networking a lot. But there's a new love that's about to enter. For some of you, you could have met this person already. But this is basically like the wheel is turning. So this is like good fortune, good favor. This is prosperity. This is abundance. This is, I hear the promised land. It's basically like you manifested this, but you manifested it through your soul's path by being able to take the lessons from each person that you meet and transmute it and move on. It could, I hear disastrous for some of you. Some of the situations could have been very disastrous for you. Yeah. Let's see more. Yep. It's like you're awakening. Your awareness has been heightened. This is a very spiritual reading, by the way. It's a very, very spiritual reading. So this is not going to be for everybody, because not everybody's on a spiritual journey. But yeah, you're awakening, and I think you're aware, because for whoever is here in this awakening, I hear you have a large amount of knowledge and wisdom, and you like to research a lot. I hear therapeutic too. There's something about therapy or therapeutic. This is why people love you. You provide a therapeutic comfort. Like, you're very comforting to people, and this is why they like to be around you. It's like there's something within your energy that soothes the souls of others, and this is why I hear narcissists. This is why you probably attracted a lot of narcissists, because what is a narcissist, right? Because a narcissist is a person who could be emotionally like underdeveloped. So they you know, a narcissist is like a 2-year-old, someone who doesn't like to hear the word no, someone who the whole world is all about them. If you think about a 2-year-old, and then when you hear the word narcissism, it's almost like that. Like, they're not emotionally developed. And what is that caused by? That's normally caused by who their caretakers, whoever raised them. They probably were emotionally neglected or abandoned, abused, broken. They went through all these things through childhood. So there's something within your energy that's very nurturing, that people gravitate, because the world needs healing. So you've been attracting these people, but you've been attracting them for a reason. So basically, whatever is broken in them, when it triggers you, and you heal it, and then you ascend. So you'll notice that you're ascending because you'll retreat. You'll go back into this hibernation mode where you shut the whole world off. In this time, you'll get lots of spiritual downloads. You'll do lots of researching. You'll research about yourself and find out about yourself. You'll look into the lessons of each person, and you'll realize why you attracted this person. For some of you, you could be bitter at some of them. Like, no, you wasted my time. You tried to play me. But intuitively, you know the deeper meaning for it, you know. So you have a high level of awareness. Once again, this is a very spiritual reading. Yeah. So it's like now you're in a domain where you're very purposeful when it comes to even this in your past. You live very purposely, you know. And I like you. Like, you don't. They said, like, you don't live by the books. Neither do I. You know, you don't live by the books. You have a vision. You're very purposeful, and And I hear delegating. So you could be delegating, you could be organizing things. For some of you, you're about to move. Some of you, you guys are writers, you're writing a book. You're very driven. Success means a lot to you. You don't have time. Like this person right here, they just don't have time. They don't want to be a part of the drama. They don't want anybody to gossip about nothing. They don't want to hear about anything. It's almost like if we don't have shared views and visions, and we're not talking about empowering each other and uplifting each other, I don't want to talk anymore. You know, this is like somebody who just doesn't have any time. For lots of you, you can, at the moment, you can be a little bit more aggressive than you normally are. Because you probably felt like you were too kind with your heart, too giving with your time, and now you're more cautious of your heart and your time. So you can come off a little bit more sharp, which can be a little triggering and intimidating to lots of people because they're not there yet. They're not there yet, so they don't understand. I hear a harmonious relationship is in your near view. And you're very beautiful. There's something about this awakening, I hear, that's going to enlarge your territory. It's going to shift your views. It's going to shift your perspectives. It's going to shift your belief system. It's going to shift the way you live, the way you eat, the way you drink, the way you dress, the way it's like changing you altogether. So it's basically like you have arrived into your true self. Okay. In the future, wow, yikes, yikes, ain't nobody gonna play with you. I dare them. It ain't gonna happen. That's the point. How could it? When you went through the woods and came out powerful, and feeling liberated, and feeling inspired, and motivated, and self-empowered. So it's like you fed yourself a lot. So you're not impressed by a lot. This is you stepping back into your power. I hear not negotiating. You're not negotiating anything. You say what you say. You mean what you say, and you're sticking to the script. My no means my no. It's like you're taking full control back over your life. Okay. Well, this is beautiful. I did say that. Like, you're going to be in a powerful commitment. This is who you need to. You don't need nobody. My bad. Not to say like, but the person that you are going to be with, or some of you guys could have just met them. Some of you I hear like months in. You could be months in with this person, but the dynamic is going to be totally different from what you've ever experienced. And this person is very wise too, and they have like a young nature, so they have a youthful nature, but they're very, very like wise. They have lots of knowledge. They're really, really ambitious. They have something to do with their career path. Like their career path is not traditional. So they don't live by the norms of society either. They don't they don't be playing by the rules. So what's going to happen is like through communication, you're going to realize you have so much in common with this person, and they're very spiritual as well. So like I said, this reading is for my spiritual people who's like going through the ascension. Who is that? Yeah. Who is going through the ascension. I hear earthly. This person is down to earth, or earthly. They can be an earth sign. And they're nothing like anybody that you've been with, because I hear like they don't compare. Yeah. And it's so funny. I said very earthly, and then this is the 10 of earth. So they're very earthly. They're very grounded. I hear sophisticated and street smart. I like that. I like the balance of that. You know what I'm saying? Book smart, but street smart. You gotta know both. I like that. they live their life on the edge, but they're also very responsible. And I hear critiquing, so they're gonna be watching you. They probably been through a very dark past as well. So it's like you both are gonna be, you get along. You get along really well. But this relationship, it's like more of a friendship. Because I don't feel the love yet. It just seems like more of like a getting to know stage, seeing that you both have a lot in common. It seems more like a friend. But I hear suited for a lover. And it's like you both are trying to take things slow. You both are eyeing each other out. But I hear captivated by your beauty. So if you're a woman, they're captivated by your beauty. If you're a man, a man can be beautiful. I always say that. So they have a high level of attraction, but one thing they know is that looks is not everything. So this is why they're trying to looks ain't everything, you know. And whoever this is, they're like, looks look good on paper, but what's in your heart and your soul? So it's like you two are in alignment. So this is like divine time. Spirit wants you to surrender too. Surrender to having it your way. And I hear uncomparable. Like this person doesn't even compare to anybody that you've ever been with. And I keep hearing like a higher level of love. So it's almost like the people you've been with in the past, they are the ones who helped like raise you up, raise your vibration. They put you here. Yeah, sorry, he's on and out. You can possibly be with you're possibly gonna meet an earth sign. And I did say that, like, you see how this person is looking? Like, they looking into you. They want to know, like, what's really good. What's really good with you, you know? They really, I like this. It's like, they're taking a really grounded approach to love. Like, they're really interested in wanting to get to know you. And another thing too, because of their wisdom and knowledge, they can help you. Whatever I hear, like interested in your craft. They want to know more about what you do for a living. You probably do something interesting. And I hear like idolizing you. Like they really think you're dope. They think you're super cool. It could be something like if they're talking about you to a friend, this is what they're saying. Like, yo, he or she is so dope, but they're so super cool. They're so like down to earth. And they saying like, oh, and they got a playful spirit. So they're saying like you're well balanced, like you're everything that they can imagine and so much more. They, you know, so but they're going to be kind of relaxed on the outside, like chill, a little bit guarded. This person seems a little guarded, but so are you, right? Law of attraction, baby. They're a little bit guarded, but so are you, Sag. Y'all both a little bit guarded. Y'all both giving each other side eye like, you cute, but let's see what's up. Let's see what's up. Yeah, and this is going to take off. Spirit says you're going to make your mark. Okay, how long is this? 28. All right, I'm going to continue on in the extended. Let's see. Let's see. This looks beautiful so far. It seems so calm. I feel really calm doing your reading today. So if you've been going through a turbulent time, things are about to slow down. It's going to get very calm for you. You will be able to balance yourself back out if you've been going through a tough time internally, because you know we just got out of the retrograde. So internally you're about to come back to a very balanced state. Because when I look in your past, it's like things just seem so nerve-wracking, or you know, it just seems so turned up. And now it's like things are starting to level out. You're able to see more clearly of where you've been and where you're going. Like it seems beautiful. It seems, you know, Like you have arrived. Yeah. Because in the past, it's like you've been so disappointed. You have lots of disappointment. And this is probably why you're to yourself, because you need to clear all this out. You know, all this disappointment, all this sadness, grief stricken, you know, this is what you're clearing out. This is why you're like trapped in fear, because you're like, too many disappointments. I'm tired of getting my hopes up. I'm tired of getting excited. I'm tired of investing and being disappointed. Like I'm good. You know? All right. I send you so much love and light.